as I remember that I have explained the topics like computing ethics in the previous videos, in the previous lectures. So today I will start unethical practice. What I will start? Unethical practice. So let me share the screen, and okay, so just see here. The first one is plagiarism. What are plagiarism? So plagiarism is the usage or imitation of a language and thought of another person project as one's own original work. Original work. It is considered as a crime or fraudulent act. That means suppose someone has made uh, a project, someone has made a work, and you are just showing that that means projecting that it is your work, it is done by you. So that comes to the plagiarism. So the same thing is written, the plagiarism is the usage or imitation of the language. What it is written? You people are also able to see this? Please tell me what is it is written? Students, tell me what things is written. Nida Khan coming. Tell please. Ayush Kumar Chaudhary, what the plagiarism means, what it is written, because you people are not giving any response. You will not tell? Ayush? Ayush, are you listening me?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Nida, Nida.
Hello.
Yes, I'm
Hello.
listening. I'm listening, Nida. Are you able to listen?
Yes, sir. Tell.
Okay, so I was explaining the plagiarism. So what was the plagiarism? Plagiarism is the representation of another author's language, thoughts, ideas, or expression as own original work. That means suppose someone has given a thought, someone has given an idea, someone has given an expression, and you are just showing this is of my work. So this is called plagiarism. Is it clear? So plagiarism is the usage or imitation of the language and thoughts of another person projected as own original work. It is considered as a crime or fraudulent. So this will come to the crime. If you do like this, then this will come to the crime. So the Merriam-Webster dictionary describes plagiarism as follows. So this dictionary describes the plagiarism as follows: to steal and pass off as one's own. That means ideas and words of another. Suppose if you steal another word, another phrases, and you just say that this is written by me. So this is called plagiarism. Next one is to use another's production without creating the source, crediting the source. I'm sorry, crediting the source. So suppose if you want to use the another person production, then you should give some credit to the owner that this is the person who made this one, and I am just using. I am very thankful to to them who developed this. So this type of credit if you will give, then this will not come to the plagiarism. And if you are not crediting to the author, to the producer who produced the that means the work like word, phrase, and other things, and you are making it your own, then it comes to the plagiarism. So to commit literary theft. So this is also a plagiarism. Next one is To present as a new and original an idea or product derived from an existing source. To present as a new and original an idea or product derived from an existing source. Suppose if some phrase are written on the internet and you just take it from the internet and just show you this is new and this is made by me, so this is also comes to the category of plagiarism. So international copyright laws also state that expression of original ideas is considered as an intellectual property. So intellectual property means your own, the property which is made by you, that are called intellectual property. So expression of original ideas is considered as an intellectual property. It's protected by copyright law. So this is protected by copyright law. What are the copyright law? I will discuss in the next classes. Just like a original inventions, almost all
Yes, sir. Just like coding.
almost all forms of expression fall under the production as long as they are recorded in the same manner. Plagiarism has become very easy with technology advances like web searching and copy paste. Critics have linked carelessness, laziness, lack of interest and organize the major reason. So what it is written? It is written that nowadays this is a time of internet. So the people do not write their own ideas, their own thoughts. They just go to the internet and copy and paste the original one. And so this is mine. So this all comes to the, so in this time, in this era, the plagiarism increased. Okay. So the source, the content which are original, that are called intellectual properties. So intellectual property is protected by a copyright law. Copyright law means, we will discuss it in the next classes. Just think about intellectual property. Intellectual property, the property which is made by the owner and which is the original. Okay, this is called intellectual property. Next, move ahead. Next one is steps to prevent plagiarism. The simplest way to prevent plagiarism is citation. Citation. What is citation means? Citation. What is the meaning of citation? Can you tell me? Can you tell me citation? Anybody?
Acknowledging the
Right,
original
right, right, right,
writer and
right,
the source
right,
from
right. Very good.
where the material have been
Or
taken.
I got. So citation means that means to acknowledge the person who made the original content. Okay. Okay, students. So
Yes.
right. So how you can stop to plagiarism? As I explained previously, that if you use another person words, if you use another person phrase, if you use another person anything which are original and you are showing this is mine, I made it, then it is called plagiarism, because the property, the original content is called intellectual property, and all the intellectual property are just bounded by the copyright law. So if you do like this mistake, then you are doing a crime. So
भाई ऊपर है, ऊपर दो बंदे हैं, दो नहीं तीन तीन तीन,
so steps to
नंबर दो
prevent,
तीन बंदे. नहीं नहीं
plagiarism.
नहीं यार.
Who is this? Stop it. Steps to prevent plagiarism. The simplest way to prevent plagiarism is citation. That means acknowledge the original writer. So acknowledge the original writer and the source from where the material has been taken is called citation. Okay. That means do acknowledge to the original writer. Next one. All sources are neither accurate nor they are validate the information as accurate. Therefore, one must specify the source which informs readers regarding the basic of one's idea and extend one's research. Citation gives strength to your resource. That means if you give citation, that means I am using this phrase which is written by this author. So this will strengthen to your resource. Next one is to avoid plagiarism. One can rephrase the material. Rephrase means, students, rephrase means, suppose if you are getting any phrases and you are writing these phrases in your own word. Are you understanding or not? Write the phrase, write the things, whatever you got from the internet in your own word. Do not write as it is written in the internet. Do not just copy the same thing. Can you understand what I want to say? Write in your own word. So in this way you can also stop the plagiarism. Is it clear? Clear to you?
Yes.
Next one, use quotation marks around all the quoted words of another person to avoid plagiarism. That means if you use the quotation mark around all the quoted words of another person, that means if a person is written something, you just use double quote, that means quotation marks, then you can stop plagiarism also. Next one is, in the education sector, students should be encouraged to present their original and innovative ideas. That means in the education system, encourage to present their original and innovation ideas. Even if they wish to refer the resource, they should, that means suppose if you are writing, that means if you are inventing something, so if you will use some content, some education, some knowledge from the internet, so you should encourage, wish to that means you should wish to refer the resource. That means you should write the resource from where you got, from where you studied, from which book you have taken the help. So these things you should write if you are making any projects in the education sector. So this should be aware of the pattern of the references. In this manner, plagiarism can be avoided and students could be motivated to work hard and bring out their originality. Is it clear to you? Next one is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying. What is cyberbullying? It is an act of harming, harassing, and suppose someone someone is using that means internet to harass you, to harming you, to target you. So this is all come to the cyberbullying. Is it clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Cyberbullying, that means it is an act of harming, harassing or targeting a person by another person
A
using
person by another person
right,
using
right.
internet.
Right, absolutely right. Suppose if you are using internet, you are doing chatting, you are doing video conferencing, you are sending emails, and you are harassing, you are sending some mails to harass to someone. You are just abusing to someone. So these all comes to the cyberbullying. Okay. So this includes insulting remarks. That means you are using some remarks to insult them, and threatening messages sent by email. You are sending emails, spreading rumors. Suppose you are spreading rumors of anyone about a person, either emails or social networking site, or you are sending, even you are sending on WhatsApp also. So these,
Embarrassing photos.
so embarrassing photos and videos to hurt the person. So derogatory remarks against gender, race and religion or nationality. So these all comes to the cyberbullying. Is it clear? Clear to you?
Cyberbullying.
Clear?
Yes.
So steps to prevent cyberbullying. How you can steps to prevent? How you can prevent this cyberbullying? What are the steps? The steps are: do not disclose your identity to unknown
Do
person.
not disclose your identity to unknown person.
Okay. Suppose if you do not disclose your identity, then how another person can send you a bad message, can send a rumor against you. He will not send anything about you if you do not disclose your identity. Okay? Okay? Next one is safeguard your password and all private information from inquisitive peers. Do not give bullies any opportunity to misuse the information on the social media. Is it clear? Clear to you? Not clear?
Yes.
Not clear?
Yes.
Bullies means
Clear.
a bad man who just send you anything for embracing. He is using to send anything that means to destroy your image. So these type of things, the person who do like this is called bullies. Bullis. Okay, so this is called bullies. Is it clear? So safeguard your password and all private information from inquisitive peers. That means you should not share your password. You should not share your any secure information to bullies. Any opportunity to misuse. This means if they will get this type of information, then definitely they will misuse it. Next one is search the where about the person you meet online and know about him fully before extending your handshake. Suppose if you are using a Facebook and someone send a Facebook request, so without knowing completely about him, you do not share anything. You do not add him to in a friend list. You should not share any details like my name is this. So these things you should not share if you do not know a person on the internet very well. Next one, restrict your online profit to be checked by the trusted friends only. That means you should keep your all the contents on the internet securely, restrictly. That means only a trusted and are you listening right now? Are you listening right now? Screen is shared?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Screen not share.
not share, wait. Right now it is shared? Okay, so student,
No,
I think it is shared.
not there, sir. Now coming.
Okay, so if you are cyberbullied by someone is sending, that means posting, embracing by photos and videos to you, so you should not silent on the internet. You just take action against him. So do not repulsive in your language, rather block the communication with the cyberbully and share this problem with your parents. Suppose someone is doing like this, so you should not keep silence. You should block to him and share this information to your parents. Or you can also file a complaint in the police station. Is it clear? Clear to you?
Yes.
So students, one topic phishing, the time is over because I think there are another class of your. So phishing will be explained in the next video. Okay, students?
Yes, sir.
So thank you, student, for here, and I will share this video in the YouTube also and share it on in the WhatsApp group, and you should watch it for improving your concept. And if you face any problem, then you should contact to me. Thank you.